Hello, my name is Sally Ranney, and I have been graciously invited here today to host a discussion on the true nature of reality. We, all four of us women here today have come to a search and a questioning about the nature of reality from very different perspectives in our lives. And I would like to introduce our guests here today, and then we will proceed with a discussion about the unified field theory, and a little bit about how our different perspectives have brought us not only to this program, but where we are going in our individual lives in business, as mothers, and as creators of what we see as a new reality where there is no pollution, where there is no fear, and where there is no scarcity, but where there is love and abundance. So I'd like to introduce Connie Marlow, who is the founder of Friends of Earth People. And Connie has been for almost 15 years now, has been creating forums for the ancient wisdoms of indigenous people to be brought forward into contemporary lives. We also have with us today Sandy Jones. And Sandy is a native of Aspen. She has been, I'm sorry, she's not a native. She's been living here for about 25 years, right? And she is a mother. She has gone through a lot of different processes in her own life of self-discovery. And she is coming to some of the same conclusions that the rest of us are coming to about the fact that our belief systems, the energy that we hold in our own bodies, the intention that we hold in our hearts, and how we act on a moment-to-moment, day-by-day basis is truly what creates the reality that we have in the world, not only individually, but collectively. And I'd also like to introduce Carolyn Smith. Carolyn Smith is a pioneer, a freelance pioneer, I might add, in quantum physics, and she has been studying deeply for many years the unified field theory. And I'm going to ask her to lead off our discussion today because she has some very interesting discoveries about energy fields and the true nature of the universe and realities as we perceive or as we do not perceive them. So Carolyn, please.
Okay, I just want to point out that I came to this actually by asking the question, why man's inhumanity to man? And with my focus on people. And this thing developed over a process of a number of years into what was very obviously the completion of Einstein's work, which brings his unified field theory down to the level of the individual being and down even to the cells in the beings. And it all fits together perfectly, mathematically and otherwise. And so what we have here basically as far as interaction with humans is concerned is a multidimensional, simultaneous reality. What does that mean? That means that there are a number of possibilities and probabilities, but that only one is real.
And what is that?
And my work demonstrates that the real is virtual reality mode. It's a different mode of operating. It's a different state of awareness. Most people do not reach that very often, that level of, it's an electromagnetic vibrational energy level.
But I'm assuming that you're talking about not the virtual reality that is referred to, the three-dimensional virtual reality. You're talking about a virtual reality that is four dimensions.
Plus dimensions.
And more.
It goes to infinity. It is not limited in any way. It's a boundless, open system. And my work demonstrates that the two modes that we generally operate in, one is the lowest energy level, and if you were a computer, it would be equivalent to on but not booted up. And that means your basic needs have not been met. Either you don't understand you need to do that, or you are unable to meet your own basic needs, and that is LR, or lizard mode. And then there's the mode that most of us operate in on a daily basis, going to school or working and interacting with others, and that is the middle energy level, which is CD mode, and it stands for a number of things, but in general, charge density mode. Also, control drama.
And yes, and before the show started, you were talking about CD was control drama, because that's the place where we judge, that's where business is, that's where law is, that's where controlling others is, self-doubt, all of those things are in the control drama realm. Is that correct?
It operates exactly like a seesaw, and the down position is my cup is half empty, and the up position is only my cup is half full. In other words, it is half energized. We are energizing ourselves selectively based on what we believe. And in CD mode, people are very sure about what they believe, and they don't really hear very well. It's mostly triangulation, threes, getting people to bolster your position. And in the highest energy level, which every time you are ever having fun, you have been on the ground in that energy level. You've been at the lowest, and you were not aware of entering or leaving any reality. This is why it has been so difficult to complete the unified field theory, because what we're dealing with is 3 different levels of reality, and each one has different physics, different ways of operating. Humans and other animals operate differently depending on which mode they're in.
And so those energy levels create those realities, and those energy levels obviously then would create your perception, and your perception creates your choices, and your choices create your reality. So what you have is a continuous self-feeding circle, it sounds like, and until you can break out of that and get into the higher energy mode, which I'm assuming is synergy, would be in the highest?
The virtual reality, the only energy is synergy. It's the energy that's produced by two or more beings who simultaneously and each autonomously choose to create a result that is energy creating rather than energy depleting. It's a positive action, a positive choice, and not a negative one or an energy snatch as you get in the CD mode. An
energy snatch, that's an interesting term.